Earthlings, I'm Trice, and in this video you will learn how to ignore reality when manifesting. This does two magical things. One, it deepens your belief that your manifestations will come true. This way you're not riddled with doubt, wondering if it's ever going to happen. And two, it keeps your vibration nice and high, which allows your manifestations to come at the speed of light. So if that sounds good to you, watch all the way through and you'll know how to do it too. Beautiful soul, before we get started, will you do me a favor and just give that like button some love? Thank you. Okay, the first step is to understand why it is essential to ignore your current reality when manifesting. And this is easier to show you on a story. I have a client that's named him Brian who was recently engaged, and he kept putting off the day of the wedding. He wouldn't plan it. And you could tell his fiance was like, what's going on? So I said, what's going on, my man? He's like, well, Trice, I just don't know where the money's gonna come from. Expenses are gonna be insane and it's stressing me out. And I said, let's just pick a day and put it on the calendar so everybody can plan around it and we'll pick a budget. And he's like, that is lunacy. Did you not hear me? I don't have the money. And I said, okay, my darling friend, we have to ignore reality. And this actually almost made his head fall off because he's like, you just literally are not hearing me. And I'm like, let me show you the story on something else that has a little bit less emotion. Imagine you were going into a martial arts match and you didn't see your opponent until you got there. You're walking into the ring and then all of a sudden you're met by a 6 foot tall, 300-pound, pure muscle fighter. What do you say in your head? My ass is grass. I'm totally going to lose this fight. Oh, this really sucks. I'm going to quit now? No! He had this huge smile on his face because he would never say that. He was like, this man's never going to see this coming. Oh my gosh, what a story I'm going to have to tell my friends. He thought exactly the opposite. And that's why it's essential for you to ignore your current reality, because your current reality is not real. I know it feels real, but it is just a version of the things that you've created from the past. Everything that you have in your life is something from the past. Literally pause the video. These earrings I got for my birthday. This iPad that I'm filming on is my son's that he got for a Christmas present a year ago. All this stuff has come from the past. It has nothing to do with what's coming down the pike. Now there is energy and momentum, but as soon as you shift your focus on manifesting something new and placing your attention there, something new will come. Now Brian, he did decide to just be bold, put a date on the calendar, and buy the plane tickets. And within 2 months, he works in sales. He had the money for the entire wedding. Oh, and his parents gave him $5,000. Totally unexpected. Because he realized where your energy flows, your manifestation grows. These are the two things I always do to make it much easier to ignore my current reality. The first one is to plant a piece of your desired manifestation in your current reality. Now, I am currently manifesting my dream apartment. It's a $2.5 million apartment with floor-to-the-ceiling windows and lots of space. Now, let's contrast to that with where I currently live. I live in a 750 square foot, essentially a one-bedroom that's been converted into two with 4 people in here. It's tiny, it's cramped, and it was so miserable that I actually went and stayed at a hotel for a couple nights because I was like, this place is hell. And I knew that if I kept that attitude, I would never get my dream apartment. So what I did is I planted things that my dream apartment would have. And the number one thing I thought my dream apartment would have would be a bed so luxurious that you would think that you were staying at a 5-star hotel. I got the fluffy comforter, and I have like 5 or 6 pillows so I can just hug feathers every night. And I have one of those mattress toppers so you feel like you're lying on a cloud of air. Every night I literally feel like my bed is the bed that I would have in my dream house. And then I just kept adding to that. And if I couldn't buy it right now, I would just make a list. My dream apartment has an ice maker. It has 12-foot vaulted ceilings. And just knowing these things and getting the details make me feel better about it. Now, I don't have my dream apartment yet, but I have done this strategy with everything. I did it with manifesting my husband. I bought him a nightstand before he got there. Before I even met him, I was gifted pots and pans because I thought that's what people who get married want. Even though I don't cook, but lo and behold, does the man cook? Yes. So it really works, planning these different pieces of your dream manifestation in your current reality. And I really like doing them in my house because you see it over and over and over. The second thing that I do, I look at my current reality, let's take my current home, and I say, this home is trying to teach me something. If I can solve this riddle, it will make my manifestation come fast. So I look at my apartment. What is this house trying to teach me? And the house was so small and so constrictive. My mind always felt overflowed and overflooded. I'm like, get rid of stuff. I don't need it. And I realized I needed less. The only thing that I needed was my children, my family, and my work. And everything else I could let go. This freed up the space to make the manifestation come so much quicker. And you know, when I'm moving into that $2.5 million apartment, I'll make you a video. Now, the outcome of doing this has made me fall in love with my current apartment. And this really scares a lot of people and kind of traps them, is that they're like, if I dare start liking what I once hated, I'm gonna get stuck there. And I'm here to tell you, no, that is not what happens. What happens is it makes your manifestation actually come faster, because I am now consistently putting out the vibe of, this is what it feels like to live in my dream apartment. So instead of getting stuck into a place that I don't love, it will bring my manifestation to me quicker and faster. And you can do the same thing too, just by applying these principles. Remembering that what you currently have is just a version of the past, and whatever you focus on, you will bring into your life. 2, put a piece of your manifestation in your current reality. And 3, look for the constraint. You can solve that riddle. It will let go of resistance, so your manifestation will come to you quicker. And until next time, my earthling friends, ciao!